Have you ever felt like you're surrounded by people but still completely alone? Or maybe you've caught yourself holding back, afraid to really share what's on your mind because, let's be honest, you're worried about being judged. In today's world, where we're constantly connected through phones, social media, and video calls, well, you'd think isolation wouldn't be such a big deal. Yet, so many of us feel like we don't have a truly safe space to just be ourselves. And that's where therapists come in. This video isn't about therapy as some abstract profession. It's about why therapists are safe in a world where so many other jobs are disappearing. It's about the unbreakable human connection that lives at the core of therapy and why no amount of automation, no clever AI chatbot, no algorithm can replace what happens in that sacred relationship. So if you've ever wondered whether therapy is just talking or if you're worried that technology might somehow make therapists obsolete, stick with me. I'm going to show you why therapy isn't just safe, it's essential. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Thomas Schmidt, a former senior technology executive, ex-CEO, ex-CMO, now consultant, and today I work with organizations to optimize how they manage technology, streamline operations, and sharpen both their marketing and product strategies. But I also help mid-career professionals reinvent their careers for what's next. And I've been where you are, navigating career crossroads, dealing with uncertainty, and learning how to pivot in fast-changing industries. And that's why I make these videos, to give you practical insights that help you stay relevant, competitive, and excited about your future. So if you want to keep growing and keep learning, stay ahead of the curve, please hit that subscribe button and let's dive in. Beyond the bots, the human touch in a digital world. Okay, let's start with the obvious. Technology is everywhere. Cars are driving themselves, AI is writing articles, creating music, designing buildings, even diagnosing illnesses. And every week there's a new headline about some human skill being replicated by machines. It's exciting, but it's also scary, right? Well, because the natural question is, what about jobs? Well, if a bot can design a logo in seconds, what happens to graphic designers? If software can analyze legal contracts, what happens to lawyers? And in a lot of cases, the concern is real. Industries built around rules, repetition, or data are getting reshaped fast. But here's the thing. Therapy is not about data. It's not about efficiency. It's not about spitting out a pre-written response that matches the keywords you typed. Therapy is about being human with other humans. It's about the subtle pause when your therapist notices you're holding back. It's about the warmth in their eyes when you finally share something that's been waiting on you for years. It's about the silence, even the kind of silence that isn't empty but safe. AI can copy words. It can generate empathy-sounding phrases. But it can't sit with you in that silence. It can't feel the weight of your story. And that's why therapy, unlike so many other professions, isn't going anywhere. Therapy, a unique relationship built on trust. Now, let's dig into what makes therapy so unique. When you sit across from a therapist, whether that's in a cozy office with tissues on the table or through a video call, it's not like talking to a friend. Friends are amazing. Family can be supportive. But let's be honest, they bring baggage, and they bring their own experiences, their own judgments, sometimes even their own agenda. Have you ever told a friend something vulnerable, only to hear, "Oh yeah, that happened to me too," and suddenly the conversation is about them? Or maybe opened up to a family member, and they just jump straight into advice mode. Here's what you should do. Therapy is different. Therapists are trained to listen, not just to words, but to the emotions underneath them. They provide unconditional, positive regard, meaning you're accepted exactly as you are, no matter what you bring to the table. Think about how rare that is. When's the last time you felt 100% accepted in a conversation? No judgment, no conditions, no, "I'll like you if you change this one thing about yourself." That's the magic of therapy. It creates a bubble where you can finally exhale, where you can take off the mask you wear in the rest of the world. And it's professional, it's confidential, it's goal-oriented. That combination makes therapy not just helpful, but profoundly safe. The science of connection, why we need each other. And here's where it gets fascinating. Science actually backs this up, by the way. When you feel understood, when somebody really gets you, your body changes. Oxytocin, the bonding hormone, gets released. Stress hormones like cortisol drop. Your nervous system literally shifts gears from fight or flight into calmer, more regulated state. It's not just nice, it's biology, it's survival. There are countless studies showing that people with strong social connections live longer, get sick less often, and bounce back from stress more effectively. Now, could AI generate a thoughtful response? Sure. Could it suggest a breathing exercise? Yeah, probably. But it cannot do what a human therapist does. Sense the tremor in your voice. Notice the way your eyes dart when you're about to say something painful, or catch that pause where your whole body is saying, "Oh, this is too much for me right now." Therapists notice the unspoken word. They hear the story beneath the story, and they help you find clarity in the middle of the fog. That's human intuition, sharpened by training. And that's why therapy works. Navigating modern challenges with a human guide. Let's zoom out for a second. The world today, it's chaotic. We're overstimulated, overconnected, and somehow lonelier than ever. Think about your average day. You wake up to notifications, you scroll through social media and instantly compare your life to everyone else's highlight reel. You dive into emails, pings, deadlines, meetings, and then maybe you turn on the news. And it's another wave of global uncertainty, economic stress, or climate crisis. That's a lot. And it doesn't stop. Now, imagine trying to process all of that alone. That's why therapists are so critical right now. They provide consistency, a reliable, steady presence when the rest of the world feels unstable. They provide no judgment, a safe place where you can say the things you'd never dare put on social media. They provide real-time adaptation, responding to your unique story, not following a script. And maybe most importantly, they provide accountability and encouragement. Because sometimes we don't need more information. We need someone who reminds us that we're capable, that we have made progress, and that we can keep going. AI can track data points, but it can't sit across from you, lean in and say, "I know this feels impossible, but I believe in you." That's human. That's connection, and that's irreplaceable. Why therapists are safe in the age of AI? So let's bring this back to the big question. Why are therapists safe? Well, because therapy isn't about efficiency. It's not about the fastest answer, the cheapest solution, or the slickest interface. It's about presence. It's about safety. It's about connection that heals, grows, and transforms. And here's what's really important. The demand for therapy is growing. Mental health awareness has skyrocketed. More people are recognizing that therapy isn't just for crisis mode. It's for everyday growth, resilience, and self-discovery. And with rising stress, loneliness, and uncertainty, the need for trained therapists is only increasing. So while technology is racing ahead, therapy is becoming more valuable, not less. The future is human, embracing our interconnectedness. Here's the bottom line. The future belongs to human connection. Yes, AI is going to get smarter. Yes, automation will keep advancing. But when it comes to healing, when it comes to being seen, when it comes to navigating that messy, complex, beautiful experience of being a human, technology can't replace us. Therapists aren't just safe, they're vital. And this isn't just about therapy as a profession. It's a lesson for all of us. The roles that will endure are the ones that lean into what makes us uniquely human. Empathy, trust, connections, presence. These aren't luxuries, they're lifelines. So here's my encouragement to you. If you've been on the fence about therapy, maybe thinking it's too much or not for you, consider this your sign. Give yourself the gift of that safe place. And if you're someone worried about the future of work, well, let this be a reminder. The jobs that last are the ones rooted in humanity. Thanks for spending this time with me. If this message resonated, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs this reminder today. And if you haven't already, please hit that like button and subscribe for more weekly insights on how to grow, evolve, and thrive in this changing world. And join our community of people who believe that our best work and our best selves are still ahead of us. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and keep showing the world that your best work is still ahead of you. Take care, be kind to yourself, and keep leaning into what makes you strong. And I'll see you in the next one.